Hello and welcome into the broadcast, everybody. I'm Samuel Reese coming at you with more MLB postseason action in the only division series out of the four in this postseason to go 5 games. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the San Francisco Giants from Oracle Park in beautiful San Francisco, California, just past 6 p.m. local time. And the biggest game of this series is right now. Winner go home. That's the scenario here for the Dodgers and the Giants, two teams that have won 109 games this season. And for Gabe Kapler, the Giants manager, this will be his first elimination game he's managed in. And boy, is Oracle Park going to be rocking tonight. A sold-out crowd, 40,000 or so fans filling up the park as the Giants have home field advantage due to winning one more game in the regular season, and this should be a whole lot of fun. And hey, Nate, welcome into the broadcast. It's Logan Webb, a star in the making, really, on the mound for the Giants tonight. And boy, has he been stellar in the regular and postseason, a 7-0 record. And when Webb starts, San Francisco is 13-0. Look at tonight's umpires. At home plate, it's Doug Eddings. At first, Gabe Morales. At second, Carlos Torres. At third, Angel Hernandez. In left, it's the crew chief, Ted Barrett. And then in right, it's Pat Hoberg. So that's how the umpiring crew looks like tonight. Remember, it's 6 umpires in the postseason because you add in those 2 umpires in the outfield. And yeah, I'm sure you are super nervous, Nate. No doubt about that. Game 5s in the division series are always nerve-wracking. As we look at the Dodgers batting order tonight, Mookie Betts leading off. Then it's Corey Seager, Trey Turner, Will Smith, Justin Turner, Gavin Lux, Cody Bellinger, Chris Taylor, and Corey Knebel in the cleanup spot. I'll talk more about Knebel once we get to the bottom of the first. He is the starting pitcher tonight for the Dodgers in Game 5. We're underway as the first pitch from Webb is low. Ball 1 delivered to Mookie Betts. And let the action begin. This should be a good battle between two of baseball's best teams in the regular season, as there's a strike from Logan Webb. Webb was absolutely fantastic in Game 1. Pitched deep into the ball game. Nearly went all the way, actually, and obviously that's super rare nowadays. So he was fantastic to get this series started, and now trying to close out the series in similar fashion. The 2-1 to Betts. Outside ball 3. The winner of this game takes on the Atlanta Braves, who are waiting in the wings. If the Dodgers were to win tonight, then that NLCS would start in Atlanta. If the Giants were to win tonight, then San Francisco would stay right here as the Braves would come to them for Game 1 and 2. As Mookie Betts sends one to left field, and that's a base hit to lead off the night. Not a bad start at all for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The leadoff hitter Mookie Betts is on, and that'll ring up Corey Seager as Betts caught that one hit that one right at the middle of his bat. Well struck. Good contact to left field. Great piece of base hitting to get this one started. So Betts on first, nobody out. Seager awaiting the first pitch. He attacks it, and that's sliced foul. 0-1 the count. Seager in this postseason, 5 games, a 200 average, no home runs. He does have 1 RBI. The shift on from San Francisco, way off to the right side. Webb ready to deal the 0-1 pitch. And that's low, ball 1. So that evens the count. What's good, Jeffrey? Welcome into the stream. Glad to have you here. You're watching the NFL Thursday Night Football game, Bucks Eagles. Yep, I've been checking in on that game. Pretty competitive first quarter from what I saw. There's a check on first by Webb. 1-1 pitch on the way from the starter for San Francisco and the number one pitcher on their roster all season long. That's hit into left field, caught by Darren Ruff, and Betts will trot back over to first. One away here in the top of the first. As we take a look at the San Francisco defense doing the catching. Buster Posey, a Gold Glover. Flores is at first, LaStella on second, Crawford at short, Longoria at third. And then in the outfield, from left to right, it's Ruff, Bryant, and Yastrzemski. That's how the Giants' defense lines up tonight. Mookie on first, one out. Trey Turner now at the plate. Turner in 5 games this postseason, a .227 batting average. No home runs, 1 RBI. And once again, Webb will throw over to first. Betts back to the bag in time. Webb glance over at first, now ready to deal. This is hit up the middle on a few hops. Step on second, and the throw to first there in time for the double play. Great work by Crawford. And that'll end the inning. Middle of the first. The crowd at Oracle Park already getting into it. No score in Game 5. Welcome back. A look at the Giants batting order tonight. Tommy LaStella leading off. Then it's Darren Ruff, Buster Posey, Brandon Crawford, Chris Bryant, Mike Yastrzemski, Wilmer Flores, Evan Longoria, and then the pitcher cleaning up in the 9th spot, Logan Webb. Well, on the mound tonight, the big storyline, Corey Knebel. Knebel in his first career postseason start, facing plenty of pressure. But it is a familiar role. You can't say it's a completely foreign role because he has started in a couple of big games in the regular season. Obviously, a whole different story here in the postseason as Knable usually works out of the bullpen, but he's their opener tonight. Probably go for an inning, and then in will come Julio Arias, of whom I should say many, including myself, thought would be tonight's starter. But no Arias to start. Instead, it's Knable, and we'll see how he does to get this game started. It's 2 balls right away. 2-0 count to Tommy La Stella. You're rooting for the Eagles, Jeffrey. All right. All right. Yeah, I don't really care who wins that Eagles-Bucks game, to be honest with you. And there's a strike by Knable. 2-1. It's only fitting that this rivalry has gone the distance here in the National League Division Series. Both teams compiling 109 wins up until this point. This is popped high into the air. Right field, Betts calling for it, and he'll make the catch for an easy first out. So La Stella's retired. Up comes Darren Ruff. Both of these teams going back and forth from the very start of the series. Although the Dodgers have never let it. And this ball is struck well to deep right field. That's carrying at the wall. Betts calling forward, and he makes the catch right on the warning track. Well, that was a close one, but Mookie Betts did well, knowing exactly where he was, because that wall was coming up on him, able to make the grab out in deep right field. You can see he had that right arm out. Just make sure he didn't crash into the wall. And a few feet before meeting the wall, able to make the catch. So he has the first 2 outs and may get involved again, although this is deep to right field once more. That ball's carrying, and it bounces off the wall and right. All the way in a second goes Buster Posey. It's a first pitch swing, resulting in a double for the Giants. And the fans at Oracle Park making some noise here for Buster Posey, longtime catcher for this organization, and he got all of this pitch in the middle of the zone. Off the brick wall in right field, and it took a bounce over the head of Mookie Betts afterwards. But in the end, Posey is limited to just a double, but still a big double for the first hit of the night for the San Francisco Giants. Here comes Brandon Crawford with 2 outs. And Knable deals inside. The fastball, he didn't go, says the third base umpire. And it's actually Brusdar Graterol getting loose in the Dodgers bullpen. So perhaps Graterol will come in for the next inning, and we'll see Arias later on. Now the 1-0, and that was way inside, nearly hit Crawford. Good defense behind the plate by Smith. Staying put on second is Buster Posey. Yeah, that pitch wasn't even close. Nearly nicked the foot of Crawford. It's now a 2-0 count. Knable with the curveball swung on and fouled off by Crawford in this series, batting .250. He does have a home run. It's now a 2-1 count. Knable, after allowing that double to Posey, trying to end the inning here. Obviously, every single pitch in such a big game like this is absolutely crucial. One of these teams will go home after tonight. And there's a swing and a miss. So the count now evened up at 2-2. And that was a breaking ball. Just dipped rather quickly at the last second on Crawford. 2-2 pitch. A chance to end the inning here for Corey Knable. And instead, he twists around towards second, but doesn't throw. Off the bag was Buster Posey. But no one is right there on second for the Dodgers as Seager is set a little bit back. Now the 2-2 pitch to Crawford. Fouled off. Crawford stays alive and extends the at-bat for at least another pitch. Already tense moments here in the early stages of Game 5. Not a whole lot of contact that time, but just enough to extend this plate appearance. Posey once again with a lead on second. Ooh, and that's ball 3. Looked like a possible strike on the inside part of the plate. A 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and I think that's a tough break for Knable. Would have ended the inning. It just moved back inside at the last second. Four-seam fastball certainly appeared to catch the inside part of the plate. But instead, a full count. Yeah, I agree, Nate. That looked like a strike to me. That looked like a strike to me. But here comes the 3-2. Knable taking extra seconds between pitches here. Now he deals. He struck him out. Swing and a miss for Brandon Crawford with the count full. Knable delivers a punch out. What a pitch that was. He went back to the breaking ball. That's the end of the first. No score in Oracle Park, San Francisco, California. Welcome back, everybody. The Dodgers and Giants dueling it out. 109 total wins for each team, including the postseason. Fifth time in postseason history where two teams with 100 plus wins are playing in a winner take all game. The Giants won the season series just barely 10-9. So these two teams are as evenly matched as they come. And it's great to see this rivalry very healthy this season for certain, with two of the top teams in the league squaring off here in the division series. As there's a strike from Webb, a 2-1 count. At the plate for Los Angeles is Will Smith. And welcome into the broadcast, Hugo. Hugo, another Dodgers fan here in the chat. We'll see if your guys can get the job done. It's now a 3-1 count. Strike two on the outside corner. Logan Webb with a full count on his hands. Yeah, same here, Nate. I couldn't believe that news when I saw it, that the Cardinals fired their manager. I mean, that is crazy. 3-2 pitch, hit on the ground, up the middle. Estella's there, and an easy throw to first for out number one. Yeah, as Nate said, no, Urias is not the starting pitcher. It's actually Corey Knebel. They're using him as their starter. So an opener for the Dodgers tonight. So that was a surprise to many, including myself, when I heard that news. I expected Urias to be the starter, but it is Knebel, and I don't know if he'll go any longer than the first inning he just pitched in. So the Dodgers deciding to go with an opener, and we'll see it as basically a bullpen game. But I do expect Urias to come in at some point and maybe pitch through the middle innings. We'll see. Thanks, Paul, for tuning in. Paul says, let's go Giants. All right, we've got fans from both sides. Love it. Justin Turner, by the way, 1 for 19 since his home run in the fourth inning of the wild card game. Been slumping since then as the 1-1's fouled off. Yeah, David Price, a former Red Sox, by the way. I haven't really heard his name mentioned that much this season, to be honest. I'm not going to pretend I follow the Dodgers very closely, but on the 1-2, did he swing? No, says the first base umpire. So a good eye that time by Justin Turner, held up on the swing. And that'll make it a full count. It was definitely close, awfully close, in fact. The 2-2 now from Logan Webb. Half swing, a roller to short. Crawford will zip into first in time for the second out of the inning. Well, Corey Crawford knew he had to get it there quickly, and that he did. 2 up, 2 down as Brusdar Graterol continues to get loose in the Dodgers bullpen. Will he come into the game in the bottom half of the second inning? We'll see. Yeah, he was not as advertised, right? Yeah, I mean, Price was a decent pitcher in Boston, but he was whining all the time in Boston. So honestly, I wasn't mad to see him go. Mookie Betts, I was sad to see him go and mad. Not so much Price, as Gavin Lux is at the plate. Yeah, I saw that, Nate. Argentina won 1-0, yep, in CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying. That pitch staved off by Gavin Lux, 1-1. Webb in pursuit of a 1-2-3 inning here. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count, and once again, the crowd at Oracle Park making plenty of noise. Here's the pitch. He got him. Down looking goes Gavin Lux. The outside corner. Beautifully placed pitch, and Logan Webb off to a solid start. A 1-2-3 inning it is. Awesome, Adam. I appreciate you tuning in and supporting the channel. No problem that you're not talking much tonight. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that as I continue to read your comment. I appreciate it though, Adam. I appreciate it, man. Don't listen to what they gotta say, man. Don't listen to what they gotta say. But I appreciate you tuning in, and there is strike 3 from Logan Webb. We're heading to the bottom of the second, no score in San Francisco. We roll on to the bottom of the second, and yes, that's correct, Hugo. Webb is the starter for San Francisco, and what a start to this game for him. Meanwhile, for the Dodgers, it's a bullpen game. Brusdar Graterol enters for Los Angeles. So Knebel was the opener. He's done, and here's Graterol. And that was the plan all along. Once Knebel was named the starter, we all knew that likely he'd just go an inning, and this would be the type of game we would see from the Dodgers pitching wise, as that swung on and missed for strike 1. What do I do off camera when each inning ends? A good question, Nate. Yeah, I just typically if I have to, I adjust the scoreboard first and foremost. And then sometimes I use the bathroom. Sometimes I, go upstairs to get a drink of water. Or I, quickly get a snack or something like that. I could make a phone call if I have to sometimes. It depends. It depends. Yeah. But yeah, I'm a person who likes to walk around. I don't like to be sitting for a prolonged period of time. So typically I like to even if I don't have something to do during the commercial break, I typically get up and just walk around a bit. So yeah. or else I become stiff sitting down all the time. As the 2-2 is up next from Gratterall, and that'll be fouled off. Gratterall's fastballs are quite something. He consistently delivers fastballs at 100 plus miles an hour. Bryant will swing at this one. A broken bat down the line on third base, and the throw not in time. Justin Turner delivered it late to Bellinger, and Chris Bryant with a hustle play down the first base line. Safe at the bag, and the leadoff man is on for San Francisco here in the second. Oh yeah, no problem, Nate. No problem. No, I appreciate you giving me the follow, man. Much appreciated. Wow, only the knob of the bat stayed with Bryant. That's all he was holding after he made contact with that ball. And Justin Turner across the diamond threw it a bit high and not in time to Bellinger. So here comes Mike Yastrzemski as the Giants will try to gather some momentum here with a nice start to the second inning. Yastrzemski in 4 games this series, 0 for 12, yet to record a hit, trying to change that tonight. As the 0-1's cut on and missed. And a quick pitcher's count for Gratterall. Yeah, going back to that Bryant single, just a great hustle play for him to win out and beat the throw. Bellinger was actually forced to come off the bag as the throw is off the mark, as mentioned by Justin Turner. This has popped into foul territory, throwing off the mask and making the catch is Will Smith for a big first out. And once again, the Dodgers bullpen active, and it is Julio Urias getting loose. So, as anticipated, the expected starter by many getting loose here, and we could very well see him enter in the third inning. And who knows who knows how long he'll go, but I'd expect, as long as everything goes to plan, at least 3 innings, if not more, from Urias, as the first pitch to Flores is fouled back. So an 0-1 count. 1 out, Bryant on first for the Giants. No score in this win or go home game 5. The loser's season is over despite 109 wins. The winner will tally their 110th win and take on the Braves in the NLCS starting Saturday, I should say. Saturday night will be game 1 in either Atlanta or San Fran, depending on the winner of this one. Gratterall's pitch outside, 1-2 the count. Gratterall deals and fouled off. There's that fastball again from Gratterall. 101 miles an hour. Quite impressive. What you gonna do? What's going on, Mike? Welcome into the stream, man. Glad to have you here. 1-2 again from Gratterall. Same velocity, but that time it's well outside. Another 101 mile an hour pitch. 2-2 to Wilmer Flores. Right, Hugo. Yeah, no, I know. It's a good point. And it's another pitch delivered well outside by Gratterall. Full count now to Wilmer Flores. Yeah, you wonder, for Urias how how or if that messes up with him whatsoever, but we'll see. 3-2. This is struck into left field, dropping down for a base hit. Fielding it is Taylor, and that's a single for Wilmer Flores. Bryant over to second base. Runners on first and second for San Francisco. And still just one out. This is a real well-struck ball. Perfectly placed into left field. Chris Taylor had to make up some ground to eventually scoop that ball up. Enough for a single by Wilmer Flores. Here comes Evan Longoria, bottom of the Giants order now. Longoria this series, 2 for 14, had that home run in game 3. That was the lone run of the game in a 1-0 win. At that point, it put San Francisco up 2-1 in the series. The Dodgers, of course, would then go on to win game 4 and force this pivotal game 5 back in San Francisco. Fastball fouled off by Evan Longoria. An 0-1 count. Flores on first, Bryant on second. The Giants could be in business. And the 0-1's taken inside. Gratterall chewing on his gum intensely. And now deals the 1-1 high into the air. We'll go into foul territory on the first base side, but Bellinger's there to make the play. The runners have no choice but to stay put. 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And that'll ring up Logan Webb, the pitcher for San Francisco. Of course, in the National League, no designated hitter. So the pitchers hit. That's what I like about the National League. I don't, as a Red Sox fan, I watch more American League baseball, but I don't like how in the AL the pitchers don't have to hit and that there's a DH. There's a play, and therefore in the AL that DH doesn't have to play in the field. My philosophy is that if you play in the field, you got to hit. So that's what I like about the NL as Webb fouls off the first pitch he sees from Gratterall. Gratterall's pitching at around 101, even 102 sometimes, Hugo. Yeah, that fastball is something from Brusdar Gratterall. 0-1 count. And there's an off-speed pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2, excuse me. So a 0-2 count, and a chance to end the inning here for Brusdar Gratterall. Arias continuing to loosen up in the bullpen. We can expect him to enter in the 3rd inning, and you could look at it as a 7-inning game for Arias, a typical starter. And that swung on and missed. Down goes Logan Webb. The Giants posed a threat, but Gratterall responded well. No score after 2. Back with more after the break. Welcome back to the action, everybody, and we'll see, Paul, if that prediction holds true. It's certainly a pitching duel early, but it's still very early indeed, as we've only played 2 innings. On to the third. See if any runs are scored this inning, but scoreless thus far. And Bellinger fouls off the first pitch he sees. Well, Cody Bellinger in Game 7 of the 2018 NLCS hit a home run against the Brewers. And then in Game 7 of the 2020 NLCS, he would do the same. As that is fouled off, an 0-2 count. Cody Bellinger in 5 games this postseason, batting 4 for 13, no home runs, 2 RBI, and as mentioned, he tends to deliver when it matters the most. The 0-2 from Webb. Strike 3, down looking is Cody Bellinger. 3-pitch punch out for Logan Webb, and he picks up right from where he left off. Alrighty then, Jeffrey. So 1 away, and up comes Chris Taylor. Outside ball 1, Taylor, the number 8 hitter in the Dodgers lineup. The 1-0. There's strike 1. Webb is at 29 pitches, Hugo. So, yeah, considerably low. He's keeping his pitch count pretty low early on. If he continues at this rate, it could go very deep into the night, but we'll see. That's outside in the dirt, 2-1. On deck for the Dodgers is Matt Beatty. So Beatty will pinch hit for Knebel. Arias continuing to warm up in the Dodgers bullpen as we speak. And the 2-1 is down the middle for strike 2. Another strikeout opportunity here for Logan Webb. And that ball is hit well to left field, back at the track, and up against the wall. Darren Ruff makes the catch for San Francisco. 2 away. That's hit certainly had potential off the bat from Chris Taylor, but instead he goes to the dugout empty-handed. Yeah, I'm with you, Paul. I'm with you, man. I liked the runner on second in extra innings during the regular season. I liked it. It'll actually be Steven Souza pinch hitting. So Souza will be the one pinch hitting, not Beatty. Beatty was on deck, but in steps Souza. And he'll take ball 1. Yeah, and also just I agree with all those points you make, Paul, and also the fact that it, just sped up the games at the end because, baseball games are obviously long enough. And once they get to extras, I mean, how deep into the night do we really want to go? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I was not against the runner on second in extra innings. I know a lot of baseball purists were. There's strike 1 outside part of the strike zone. Yeah, it was a nice little experiment. I honestly would have liked to have to see it stay around, at least in the regular season. But yeah, an experiment is all it really turned out to be. That's fouled off by Souza, and another chance for a 1-2-3 inning for Logan Webb. The crowd are on their feet. Webb set to deal. He went, strike three. Souza's out, and Logan Webb is dealing efficiently early on in San Francisco. No score through 2.5. The bottom of the third inning is next. Keep it right here. There we go. And welcome back, everybody. Julio Arias into the game for the Dodgers. This is his first relief appearance of the season. He had 12 starts since August 1st, including the postseason. We saw him start a game this series, in fact. But his first appearance as a relief pitcher. So a new role for Arias. We'll see how he does coming in for the third inning. You're gonna see the new Halloween movie tomorrow. All right. I don't know about that, but enjoy it. Nate, as that's strike one to pinch hitter Solano. Oh, is that the movie what is it called? Venom? I've heard I've actually if that's what it is, I've heard other people talking about it. As that's now a 1-1 count. Just underway here in the bottom of the third. 1-1 pitch coming. And that's fouled straight back. Unfortunately, this will have to be the last inning I'm on the call for tonight, just because I have to wake up bright and early for school tomorrow, and I unfortunately live on the East Coast, so I've got to get to bed soon. But glad I'm able to do a little bit of this game, and I will finish off the third here as the 1-2's coming to Solano. And that ball will veer foul to the right side. Oh, all right, all right. That's a different movie then. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one, Nate. I haven't heard of that one. What's up, Van? Welcome in. You were sleeping. Well, a nap can't hurt you once in a while. 1-2 again to Solano, and he digs in for a hit to center field, and the blooper caught by Gavin Lux, out number one. So, rather routine ball caught by Lux, and we head back to the top of the order for San Francisco in Tommy La Stella. We'll see about that, Hugo. We'll see. I hope my Red Sox make the World Series. And then yeah, I mean your Dodgers, if they can win tonight, I would favor them over the Braves. If this is hit well to deep right center field, and backing up once more is Gavin Lux for out number two. Caught that one just before he got on the track. Moved to Texas. Ah, I mean, I like it here in Massachusetts. So, although I wouldn't mind going to Texas in the winter, because the only complaint I have about New England are the winters, which are abysmal. But overall, I like being in Massachusetts. I like being here, as that pitch is fouled off. But yeah, when it comes to the time zones, here in the Eastern time zone, it's definitely tough with some pretty late games. They're not an issue for me on the weekends, but during the weekdays, it's a bit tough. You got 15 subs. All right, Van, man, keep it up. Keep it up as the 0-1's coming to, but yes, Buster Posey, and this is hit to right center field, calling for it as Betts, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for the LA Dodgers. Well, that's true, Hugo. At the end of three, no score. Arias comes in and does his job. First appearance as a relief pitcher, and not a bad start. All right, that will have to put a wrap on my broadcast, everybody. I've got to get to bed soon with school tomorrow. But hope you guys enjoyed my commentary of the first three innings of this one. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do any of the Red Sox Astros tomorrow, which is really killing me. I really want to be on the call for that game tomorrow, but I have senior prom tomorrow night, so I've got that going on tomorrow night. But I will be on the call for game two. I'm 95% sure about that, so I should be on the call for game two Saturday afternoon. I think it's about a 4 Eastern time start time, so I'll see you guys then for Red Sox Astros. Can't wait for that series, and we'll see who takes this series between the Giants and Dodgers. So long, everybody. No score through 3 innings in game